We will now study the Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. In the last class, we had talked about the DDA line drawing algorithm. The major drawback of the algorithm was that it used a division operation, resulting in a float values, and the pixel positions were rounded to the nearest integer value, resulting in an accumulation of an error and slight deviation from the actual line path. The Bresenham recommended an algorithm which is known as Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. It is an incremental model. As is seen in the diagram, if this is a current pixel, then the next pixel to be chosen is either the one which is below the line or the one which is above the line. Decision is based upon the fact the pixel which is nearer to the line path is taken as a final pixel. In this particular diagram, we find the upper pixel is nearer to the current line path, hence this will be chosen. These two pixels are addressed by the values as x is always incremented by 1 because we are dealing with the lines with the slope less than 1. But the value of y is either yk, which that means the older value is retained. We are choosing the pixel in the same line, or we'll use a pixel yk plus 1. So decision has to be taken between these two pixels which are addressed by the value yk and yk plus 1. So how to decide? So we try to find out what is a current pixel is denoted by the xk, yk. Next pixel is denoted by xk plus 1 and yk plus 1. The pixel chosen will depend upon the distance of the pixel from the line path, the one which is closer. Two distances are defined, d lower and d upper. D lower is a distance of a lower pixel from the line path. D upper is a distance of an upper pixel from the line path. These two values are calculated as we can see that blue line indicates the yk plus 1 y distance. This is a y distance, green line indicates a y distance, and black line indicates the yk distance. We calculate d upper as yk plus 1 minus yk. It is blue, this distance, this whole distance minus this. So this gives us the d upper, and likewise d lower is calculated as y minus yk. So we get d lower. So these two equations are used to find out the distance of the upper pixel and the lower pixels from the line path. X is incremented by 1. We are always incrementing the value of x by 1, and we have to take a decision on the y value, that is either to choose yk, which is lower pixel, or yk plus 1, which is the upper pixel. So decision parameter is a difference between the two values d lower and d upper. We check the value of a decision parameter. If decision parameter is negative, it is less than 0. D lower minus d upper is less than 0 means that d lower will be less than d upper. When d lower is less than d upper, the lower pixel is closer to the line path, and hence we will choose the lower pixel, which is given by yk. However, if pk is greater than 0, then this difference is greater than 0, meaning d lower is greater than d upper. If d lower is greater than d upper, then we choose an upper pixel because it is closer to the line path, and we choose yk plus 1. How these distances are calculated? D upper and D lower are the values which are given by y minus yk. Now, and D upper is given by this equation. Value of y over here is substituted by the equation y is equal to mx plus b, and instead of x we substitute our new x value, which is xk plus 1, and this value of y is substituted over in d lower and d upper equation, and we get these two equations. In order to find out the decision parameter, we take a difference of these two values and we get a decision parameter d lower minus d upper. Adding up these two 2m values, we get this. Then yk gets added up giving 2yk, b gets added up giving plus 2b, and this is as minus 1. This decision parameter is used to take decision. Now, in this equation, the value of m is substituted with del y by del x. We substitute m with del y by del x. Taking del x to the left hand side and expanding this equation, we get del x into d lower minus d upper as this. In this entire right hand side, 2 del y plus del x into 2b minus 1, this entire thing is taken as a constant c, and decision parameter equation reduces to this, where c is this complete whole constant values. So the current decision parameter is this, and it is based on the difference of these two values. Once we know the value of pk is positive or negative, then decision can be taken whether we have to choose a lower or a upper pixel. However, this is not sufficient. We also need one more derivation which will derive us a decision parameter for the next point, because this decision is taken inside the loop. So whenever we are inside the loop, we need to find out the decision parameter for each and every position. So if you know the current decision parameter, what will be the value of the next decision parameter? So let us find out the next decision parameter. Given this as a current decision parameter, the next decision parameter equation can be written as this, which will be pk plus 1. And now we take a difference of both these equations, and by subtracting both these equations, we get c gets cancelled out and we get this as an equation. Now this equation will primarily be used in an algorithm for plotting the pixels. Now here the concern is, we know that this difference is always equal to 1 because we are incrementing the value of x by 1. But however, we have to take a decision on this. If the next decision, if we choose a lower pixel, then this value will be yk and this whole term will become 0, and next decision parameter will only contain this term. Otherwise, if this is the yk plus 1, then this is a non-zero value and yk and minus yk gets cancelled and we get a different equation. So we get two equations of pk plus 1. Let us see how do we obtain it. X is always incremented by 1 for the lines with the slope less than 1. We substitute this xk plus 1 as xk plus 1 over here. So this cancels out and this entire term reduces to 2 del y. And we have this as a pk plus 1 as an equation for the next decision parameter. Now let us take both the cases. If the current decision parameter is greater than 0, as discussed, we choose an upper pixel which is yk plus 1. And this yk plus 1 is old value plus 1. Now we substitute this equation, we substitute this value of yk in our pk plus 1, which is the next decision parameter. We substitute this value of yk over here. As soon as we write, we know that these yk and yk will get cancelled out and this equation reduces to this. So whenever we have a decision parameter which is greater than 0, x is obviously incremented by 1 in both the cases. Y will be, we'll choose an upper pixel and hence yk plus 1 will have this value and decision parameter is calculated as this. We have to remember this because these equations are used in the algorithm. If pk is less than 0, then we choose a lower pixel and lower pixel is given by yk. Now let us see what the equation, next decision parameter equation now becomes. This yk plus 1 is now yk. As soon as we substitute yk over here, it gets cancelled out and this term reduces to 0. And we have this as an equation. Now this is again a set of equations that will be used in the algorithm for a decision parameter whenever the value is less than 0. X is incremented by 1. Next value of y will be lower pixel, which is yk. And next decision parameter equation will now be reduced to this. So we have seen in both the cases when the decision parameter is less than 0 and greater than 0, what will be the equations for xk plus 1, yk plus 1 and next decision parameter pk plus 1. But we cannot start unless and until we have a first decision parameter which is p0. How to find the first decision parameter? We know this was the equation of the pk in the last slide or in the previous slide. Now what we'll do in this equation, we'll eliminate the value of b over here. We'll try to substitute the value of b over here, and for that we use the equation y is equal to mx plus b. Using the first point is assumed to be at x0 and y0, and we say y0 is equal to mx0 plus b. Now we can use this, take the b, putting b on the left hand side, we get this equation. Substituting m as del y by del x and expanding the equation, we get the value of del bx. Now this del bx is substituted over here. Now let us rewrite the equation 1 and substitute the value of 2 in the equation 1. So we get p0 as this, and now we expand it and we get 2b del x. So b del x we have already obtained in the equation number 2. We substitute b del x over here and we get this. Now in the given equation, we find that terms are cancelling out each other. 2 del y x0 and minus 2 del y x0. All these terms can be cancelled out and we will be left with we have seen how to perform a calculation whenever the decision parameter is less than 0 and the decision parameter is greater than 0. These are the set of values. Next pixel position and the next decision parameter, next pixel position and the next decision parameter. The first decision parameter also we have obtained in this way. Let us take one example and try to rasterize a line between the two given points, that is 2010 and 3018. So we'll find out the basic differences. Del x is 10, del y is 8, and we find out this value which is recursively used in the equation as we see over here. It is commonly used, so we'll calculate in advance, and this 2 del y minus 2 del x turns out to be minus 4, and the first decision parameter P0 was calculated as 2 del y minus del x. We find this also, and it is equal to 6. Let us see how the pixel values are calculated. In the very first iteration, the first decision parameter is 6, which we have obtained over here. We again check whether pk is greater than 0. Yes, it is greater than 0. If decision parameter is greater than 0, then we use these set of equations for finding the next pixel, and we use this as a next decision parameter. So we use this equation for the next decision parameter, which we get it as 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2, and next decision parameter will be equal to 2. However, for the current iteration, since 6 is the decision parameter, it is greater than 0. The next pixel values will be xk plus 1 and yk plus 1. So we have 20 and 10 as a first value. So we'll get 21 and 11. This we'll plot it, and then we move to the next iteration. Next iteration, the decision parameter which we obtained over here is 2. So in the next iteration, we have positive decision parameter. It is pk is greater than 0. Yes, true. So what we'll do is, again we use this as a formula to calculate the next decision parameter will be same, this one, and we apply pk plus this 2 minus 4, we get minus 2. And the value of xk plus 1 and yk plus 1 is simply plus 1. So we get 21, 22 over here, and 11, we'll get 12, 11 plus 1, 12. In the next iteration, we use minus 2 as a decision parameter. Minus 2 is positive. No, it is not positive. So we are going to use these set of equations, these set of calculations, where this next decision parameter is obtained by this. So we obtain the next decision parameter by using this formula, pk plus 2 del y, and the value is 14, which is given in the third iteration. However, for the current negative value, since we have a decision parameter as minus 2, we'll choose a lower pixel, and hence once we choose a lower pixel, the value of y will remain the same. So 12 is copied as it is, value of x is incremented by 1. In the entire iteration, you see the value of x is always incremented by 1. We are only taking decision on the y values. So 14 is carried to the next, for the next decision parameter 14, positive yes. So again we use the set of calculation. The next decision parameter we use this formula, and we get 10. For the current iteration, we get 24, and it is incremented by 1. 12 plus 1, 13. So 10 is carried to the next iteration. It is positive, true. So we calculate the next decision parameter. Because it is positive, we are going to increment the value of y by 1. That is a upper pixel is chosen. That is 14. And next decision parameter we obtain using this formula as 6. 6 is carried to the next loop, and again it is positive. So we increment the value by 1 and choose the upper pixel. So 14 plus 1, 15. And next decision parameter calculated is 2, positive, plus 1, 15 plus 1, 16. Next decision parameter is minus 2, negative. So we use this set of calculation, and we get again minus for the negative decision parameter. We retain the lower pixel, hence 16 is retained over here. Next decision parameter is 14, positive. Hence, we increment the value of 16 by 1. We pick up an upper pixel, 17. Next decision parameter is 10, which is positive. And we calculate the value, and we have 30 and 18. This is the last second pixel we have reached. So these are the set of pixels which is obtained by using the value of the decision parameter. We decide upon whether we have to calculate, or we have to retain a lower one, or we have to have a upper one. So this example explains the implementation of Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. These pixels are plotted with the orange dots over here, and we are very much close to the near mathematical line path which is shown in orange with these set of values. So Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, this algorithm is only for the lines with the slope less than 1. We take the two line endpoints. We take the first initial point as x0, y0. We calculate del x, del y, 2 del y. First decision parameter is calculated as this. We check whether the decision parameter is less than 0. Then we use this equation for the next decision parameter. Otherwise, we use this equation as a next decision parameter and we choose this as a pixel. This set of loop is repeated unless we reach the last point. This is the same pseudocode for the algorithm that we have discussed. The difference between DDA and Bressenham is, Bressenham is only used an integer and an incremental calculation, whereas DDA use the division operation and we get a fractional value and hence we are rounding of the values. Bressenham does not use any rounding of the values. Calculation here is based on the decision parameter, whereas calculation is not based on the decision parameter. We are using a division operation and rounding of the values. It is generalized for all the cases, whereas right now we have only studied lines with the slope less than 1. Other slopes needs to be calculated.